Old school Marvel films.
Pre MCU. Yep.
Pre MC. Pre
Oh.
cum. Pre cum.
Oh.
Everything
Oh.
from Blade to Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Oh.
So I'm gonna start it off by saying I have not seen Ghost Rider.
Is that the first one or is that Spirit of Vengeance?
That's the first one.
First one.
Second one
Where's
came out
Spirit?
after Iron Man.
Yeah, where's Spirit of Vengeance at?
Wait, what are we ranking?
I did everything up to Iron Man, so the stuff after it I didn't put.
Wait, what we on?
I see. Okay, I see.
What's
Okay.
this?
This is pre MCU Marvel movies, so everything from Blade to Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Holy shit! I'm about to get canceled.
Uh-oh. But I have not seen Ghost Rider. I never cared too much for Nicolas Cage in the role, so I never watched it. So, yep, that X's me out automatically on this one.
Taj.
Oh, I saw it. I liked it. I haven't watched it in a while, but I put like a B. Like I enjoyed it.
For me, it's a B as well. Like I like it, well, because it was the first Ghost Rider film, and it was pretty cool CGI for its time. So
I'm probably in the same camp. I'm going to give this one a B. I thought Nicolas Cage was decent in the role. The standout here was definitely Sam Elliott as Carter Slade. As the best fucking scene in the movie is when they're riding down the long road to that Ghost Riders in the Sky song. Fucking love that part. Blackhearted Mephisto could have been done a little better, but I'll give this one a B. Man, Phil's smoking something.
Bueller.
Guys, this movie is an A. I don't know what you guys are cracking on.
I
This
haven't
is-
watched it in a while, so that's why I
This is-
put it B.
This is
Like,
this is one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies, simply because of the fucking wine glass full of jelly beans.
How do you feel about National Treasure?
Dude, the wine glass full of jelly beans.
I
You
forgot
got
about that.
Donald Lowe in this movie as well. He's great.
yeah.
Eva Mendes is in it. I don't give a shit if it's Mephisto or not. Peter Fonda was fucking great in this movie, dude. And
Yeah, that was sweet.
it's funny because like I remember like after. So here's what I think of Wes Bentley. Just prefacing. When Christopher Nolan said, you know, he was asked after The Dark Knight Rises and they were doing casting for Batman v Superman. He was asked, who do you think would make a great Batman? And Christopher Nolan said, probably Wes Bentley. I remember going back and watching this and being like, Wes Bentley would be a fucking awful Batman.
That's Blackheart, isn't it?
Yes. He's Blackheart in this movie. And like, I thought like, you know, take it for what it is. Like, what the fuck were you going to have Ghost Rider do in a movie, right? I think it worked for what it was. He killed a couple demons. He got to use the penance stare. It was,
Yeah.
dude, you got people wanted a Ghost Rider movie. They got a Ghost Rider movie.
Him riding around on the bike looked pretty badass.
Yeah, dude, and that chain on fire. I'm telling you, man, like this movie fucking rips when it rips. I'm going A.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'll have to watch it now. I think I'll be making that one of my things I'll watch this weekend.
It's ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, but
I think it's on Disney.
if you know what you're signing up for, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You will have a fun time, I think.
Omega.
I barely remember this. From what I remember liking it, but it's been so long. Put in B from what I can remember. I rather liked it. I thought it was okay. So B.
All right. Ronan.
I'd go A or B. This was I remember watching this in the movie theater and like again, you know, contract of Son Veganza and all that nonsense. I love that every single one of it. And then seeing I think this was one of the first films that really had the whole passing of the torch legacy character where it was like Sam Elliott played the quote unquote golden age Ghost Rider and then
Yep.
you know Johnny Blaze was the silver age Ghost Rider and that scene of them riding together, it was cool.
Yep.
So
They
we're
ride
gonna
past
put
Nick,
this
turn that
in.
chameleon into a skeleton.
Yeah.
Put it in B or A.
Ghost Rider.
We got more B's than A's, so
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's fair. Daredevil. Hot take. I don't hate it.
Okay.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's but you got to think about what it was for the time. I think Ben Affleck made a good Daredevil. I hated what they did to Elektra, but I get, they're you gotta follow some storylines, I guess. I'm gonna say C. I'm gonna say C. I loved the Kingpin in this. Rest in peace. I love the Kingpin in this, and I mean, the scene on the park can't be any worse than the basketball scene in Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Because it's not.
It's not at all.
So yeah, I'll give it a C.
Gosh.
This shit was dog water. Put this shit in F where it belongs.
Wow.
Okay.
I hated this movie.
Wow.
As a
Wow.
Daredevil
Wow.
fan, I fucking thought this shit was trash. Oh my gosh, bro. The only good thing about it was Kingpin.
For me, it has to be a C.
You guys are failing me.
Shit, you think they failed you? I'm really about to fail you. So I'm going based off the director's cut for this movie because that's the superior version of the movie.
Oh, I didn't see that
That's-
one. So
That's what it's actually supposed to be. With that in mind, I'm giving this movie an A. It gets the charm of Daredevil really good. Affleck plays the character great. Dynamic between him and Favreau's Foggy is good. And my Clark Duncan, best thing about this movie, his Kingpin he took no shit. He owned business. Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Was it campy? Yeah, but a lot of villains around that time were campy. I think they nailed it with the storytelling in this because, especially in that third act, it devolves into a "Who Got My Girlfriend" revenge story. The director's cut is not that. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but that
Director's
version
cut
of the
is a
movie,
much more superior cut of the movie.
oh yeah, that one got this character right. So kind of like how Phil did with Ghost Rider, I'm going with an A on this movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. Please pray
Yeah.
for me.
A lot of my sentiments are similarly echoed. I would just say that like it's a B for me.
What the hell is going on?
Director's cut. Talking about the director's cut.
I haven't seen it, so I gotta
I
go
get it, man. But believe me, the director's cut is a much more clear idea. It hones in on the spirit of Daredevil a lot better because it encompasses Matt and Daredevil. Like it encompasses both the man and the devil. Like it's a much better job at that. And the only reason I kind of put it as a B, I love Colin Farrell, but man, his Bullseye is fucking something else. Like it's just hard to watch. Like people talk about like kooky, goofy looking fucking villain, but man,
All that crap.
all that shit that he did with Bullseye was just super weird. I don't know what they were going for. Because, like, don't get me wrong, like Bullseye is like a lunatic in the comic books. He's basically the closest thing Marvel Comics has to Eobard Thawne. He is the closest thing. Like they are two of the same minds. They literally just do what they do just because they fucking love being evil. And
piss off their respective hero.
right. And when it comes to like Colin Farrell's fucking Bullseye, it's just awkward and kind of gimmicky and cringy and just not well thought. It just feels like when they were making this movie, they went, we need a really compelling villain who's going to do damage, Kingpin, and then we need someone who's going to do gimmicky, dumb bullshit, Bullseye. So for me, I give it like a B because on the whole, like great for the most part, really, really solid. Like it almost reminds me of like, what could the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles look like if they were rated R? In a way, it's got that kind of older, sleeker vibe to it. I mean, granted, it was made in 2003, but it's really, it knows exactly what it is. The director's cut, great performances for the most part. But again, my biggest down vote is Colin Farrell, so I'm squarely putting it B because of that. But the director's cut of the movie is the far superior cut of the movie. Watch that.
Yeah,
IMO.
Mark Steven Johnson did both this and Ghost Rider.
That he did.
Lance, check your DM right quick.
I just did. I'm doing it now.
Okay. Omega, what you got?
again, as these were so long ago, I'm gonna put it in a B, solid B. It was fine for its time. I liked it. It was okay. I really can't elaborate next. I don't remember what the hell it was. I just remember liking it.
Fair
That's
enough.
about it, really.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I'd go C as well. I liked it. It has this charm of that era, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the one where like he startles a kid while saving him, and he has to tell him, like, I'm not the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
remember that made a big impact on me, and be like, wow, a hero did something good that it terrified the person he was saving, and to tell him, like, I'm not a bad guy, I'm helping, and it's just like that was cool. So
Well,
yeah,
that scene really
I'd go.
speaks to you because it's like, who is he talking to there? The kid he just saved, or the kid that he was before? Is he talking to himself?
Yeah, I go C.
Okay.
C. Okay.
So
Gotta add one more
Uh,
in here. There we go. So I think
So
it's a high C all
I
day.
said
No, it might
B.
be B.
Yeah, I said A.
What did you say, Lance?
I gave it a C.
Yeah, I said B.
Okay.
I said
So
C.
we have C, F, C, A, B, B, C.
Is that
I
more
think
B's
that
than
lands it
C's?
around B.
That lands it around B.
It's like a B or a C. It's one of the two. Yeah.
We'll do B.
Oh,
Do we
God.
have to vote on this?
Uh,
I'll admit this right now. As a kid, I tried it and I couldn't.
y'all better
Rob,
not piss
Couldn't
me
finish
off.
it.
Y'all better not
Rob-
piss me off.
Rob Bowman was good at making X-Files. He was not good at making Marvel movies.
I already put it in F.
Taj was worried that he was sweating.
Yo, bro, I thought y'all was about to pull some bullshit, bro. Okay, we
What are you
good.
talking about? That movie
F,
was
F,
S
please.
tier. It's
I mean,
completely
I'm-
saved
I mean,
it saved the MCU. This movie was amazing. What y'all
I'll say
talking?
this.
Oh, y'all talking about a lecture?
I'll say this: if I would have included like the ones in 2009, 2010, this one wouldn't be the worst one on here.
That's true.
That's true.
Wait, there was another
I
one?
thought y'all were on another movie. Never mind.
No, I'm
My
just
bad.
saying if I extended this list by like 2 more years, it wouldn't be the worst one.
Oh, yeah, because Catwoman to be on here.
Well, not Catwoman. I'm also talking about Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh, yeah, that shit
Yeah.
was trash, too.
Well, Spirit of Vengeance was also 2012.
2012.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it came out later.
Spirit of
Yeah.
Vengeance was 2012. Took them a little while to get the sequel off the ground.
Basura.
Yeah.
2011. Okay,
Was
I
it
just
20?
looked- Yeah,
Yeah,
just looked at it.
2011.
It
2011.
was 2012.
Yeah, because in 2012 you had Dark Knight Rises, Avengers, and Amazing Spider-Man were your 3.
Right.
Anyway,
So next up is Blade 2.
Hold on. Talani and Jake, we didn't get to talk fuck all about Elektra.
Oh, I didn't think we were
Ah.
going to talk about it because it was ass.
Well, what else is to say? It's just that the only thing is Jennifer Gardner was a really good actress, but besides that, it isn't it.
yeah. I mean, Garner is a compelling actress. If you want to see a good version of this movie, where she kicks a lot of ass and looks good doing it, actually has a character and personality, then go on Netflix and watch Peppermint.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie's not great. Fun to watch as I was growing up, but I won't call it good. So yeah, it probably deserves its spot. I mean, I would go D or F, but I don't really care in this case.
Yeah, no, like I can't really disagree with anyone. this movie's just not great. Like it's a hot mess. I remember when this movie finished, me and my cousin walked out of it and we get on the train, and I remember just kind of like looking in between my legs, and I look up at him and I was like, "Did you like it?" And he goes, "No." I said, "Me either." It was not good, dude. It was not good. It was just not a fun watch. It was really just hard. Like Jennifer Gardner tries with what she has, but man, I'd probably say like maybe a D to be nice, but it's just me being nice.
And you know what? To give her credit, she was cool when they brought her back in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes, that's probably why it belongs in D. Maybe not so much F.
That's probably the only saving grace I'd give it.
Yeah,
And she wasn't the worst thing about the Daredevil movie either.
and it's only because of like that movie that makes this one slightly more tolerable.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think the majority's put it in F.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So Blade 2. I enjoyed Blade 2. I'd give it an A.
Okay. Taj is jamming over there.
Man, you better, man. Blade 2 was fucking amazing, bro. That might be S tier for me. This and the first one.
Yeah. The first one is definitely S tier for me.
Why not Trinity?
Man, get that dog water out of here, bro.
Dog water.
That ain't even dog water, bro. That's cat milk, bro. That gotta go.
Cat milk.
So whose turn is it?
Yours.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say A.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between A and S. I think Blade 2 is phenomenal. Like, just as good as the first one. Like, if you could say like either 1 or 2 is your favorite one, I think that those are both valid opinions. All the introduction of the new vampires was really good in this movie. I think Del Toro is 3 for 3 in terms of his comic movies. You can definitely see a lot of stuff in here that inspired his take on Hellboy. I'm going to give this one probably an A, but I'll give it like a high A.
Okay.
There's like 2 movies on this whole list that belong in S tier. This is one of them.
I know what your other one is.
Oh God, Blade 2 is so good. Guillermo del Toro behind the camera. Goyer at his absolute peak before he even did Batman and Dark Knight. Wesley Snipes kills it in this movie. Some motherfucker still trying to ice skate uphill. Like, come on, man! Like, and then Ron Perlman, who's in all 3 of Guillermo del Toro's comic book films.
Yep.
Like, dude, this movie rips. Like, this is one of the best films based on a comic book film ever made. One of them. This is in that conversation, I would say. Like, Blade 2 is easily in that conversation.
Yeah.
Whether he makes that alive, that's another conversation. But he's easily, like, this Blade 2 is his hands down, like, part of the fucking blueprint for how you do a great sequel about a fucking comic book character.
Yeah.
So S all day.
It's one of the 3 movies that we have in this whole thing of how you do a sequel right.
Omega.
This movie, absolute gold. I love this movie. I solid. I want to put it at S, but there was like one minor nitpick I have is like, well, spoiler for this 20-year-old movie.
It's a 23-year-old movie, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, yeah. Like, I kind of thought it was cool that it was just another like evolution of the vampires, but instead of like some experiment or whatever, I was like, that part I was kind of like, oh, come on. But other than that, I love this movie. I'm still gonna say yes.
All right. Ronan.
All right.
I'm gonna go A. I think it is a big part of why people started connecting with these type of films early on in those days. And I mean, as you know, my Theo made this one, so I'm happy that he got to share his throw his head in the ring, like what I could do with superhero stuff. It's weird. The Blade franchise is weird with me because I didn't grow up too much with it. I had seen it passively, but it just was never my thing. But having said that, I know the impact and how much a lot of the MCU owes to those first 2 movies. So I'd go A.
I think I think, to be fair, this goes in S.
I won't argue that.
It was more S's than A's.
You're-
Blade Trinity.
Oh,
Dog water.
oh.
Cat milk.
cat
Ugh.
milk, cat
Oh
piss.
boy.
Urine of not the quite highest quality.
This movie was
Wow.
terrible.
There is
This goes
worse
into
urine
CG
in this ranking.
This goes into CGI eyes category.
Man, there are a lot of problems with this movie. I think the biggest problem is that it didn't feel like a Blade movie. Blade's in it,
Mm-mm.
but the limelight was given to Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds.
For
mean-
what though? Like,
I mean, granted, if you want to see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, quote unquote, but not technically Deadpool, he's doing a lot of his prototype Deadpool shtick in this movie. But
Trinity is not a B. Trinity is
I mean,
not a B.
so I mean, my thing for this movie has always been, I don't think it's a good movie. It's a bad movie, but it's one that I have fun watching every once in a while. But yeah,
How often is once in a while?
you torture yourself by
probably
watching
like maybe like last time I saw it was probably like right after Deadpool came out. So it's been over a year.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. After watching Deadpool, yeah, I could see why.
Yeah, I just went back and watched a handful of those.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you just torturing yourself, huh? That's what you like to do.
I'll give this one a D, though. I mean, I have fun watching it whenever I do, but it's not a good movie.
I remember everything about this movie going into this movie. I could still tell you fuck all about this movie. Oh my god, dude! Like, I love Blade 1 and 2, and then I get to Trinity, and I'm just like, what even are you? Like, this movie is just so messy and so just not fun. You can tell people were just not having fun making this movie.
They were miserable.
Yeah, dude, and it shows. It shows on camera. Like it's just a patch job, and it's awful.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
a shame. So I'm gonna go with like D. This is Trinity. This is how you do not follow up a fucking amazing sequel. This is you go in your shame corner. Go to D. Now.
One and 2 are like hand in hand with each other. 3 is like their second cousin, once removed, twice removed type thing.
Let's not. No. Let's not do that. Let's not make it overtly complicated. It's just not great, man.
Not great.
Not great. Not great. Not even good. Just not great. Like
I
nope.
haven't given my ranking. Do you mind if I give my
go.
ranking?
No, we're moving on. I'm sorry.
That's all good, man. It's all
You're
good.
Go for it, bro.
I'm gonna give it a D.
Cool.
So
Right in the shame corner. That's right.
Yep.
Omega, you're up, bro.
This movie was amazing. Putting this in quadruple S tier. No, this movie is trash, man.
Had us in the first half.
There were some things enjoyable. Actually, were there? I don't even remember.
I'd rather watch the lecture.
I'm
over
trying to be
Blade.
generous and put it in D, but it probably belongs in F.
I'd rather watch this than Elektra, personally.
I'd rather watch
Yeah.
Electra over Blade Trinity, personally.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I'm put this in D.
I echo Omega sentiments. Like,
If one good thing came out of this movie being made, it resulted in one of the funniest jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Sure.
So where does that land it?
What's
I
either
still
D
think it
or
lands
F?
in F.
Yeah, I think there were more Fs than there were Ds.
Yeah,
So.
that one.
This shit is trash.
You're a
Garbaggio.
This
So-
next one isn't much better.
Rise of the Silver Surfer. I didn't hate this movie. I just hated Galactus fart cloud. So I'll put this in C. I don't hate this movie. I find it enjoyable, except for Galactus fart cloud and well, yeah, that's just about it. Yeah. So C for me. C for me.
Put this in. Fuck. Shit. This man. Put this shit in. Yeah, you gotta put it in F, bro. This shit was trash.
Damn.
Silver Surfer
Wow.
was the only decent thing about this movie, bro. Like,
Jessica Alba.
I'm good, bro. This shit trash, bro.
All right.
Like, recycle bin that hoe. That gotta go.
Damn.
It's a lot of you.
I'm gonna. What is it? I'm gonna give Silver Surfer an F.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow.
All right. No remorse.
Okay, we're not friends anymore. So
Uh,
fuck
Man.
with you, I'm fucking with you.
these Fantastic Four movies have some charm to them. First one a lot more so than this one. Apart from the Galactus stuff that's already been mentioned, across both these movies, no disrespect to this actor, but they did Julian McMahon so dirty. I thought Doom was terrible in both these movies. They just didn't do him right at all. And you know, dynamic between the four is a little weaker this time around than in the first movie. You know, Evans and Chiklis are still on point as Human Torch and Ben Grimm. Thought Lawrence Fishburne did a solid job capturing the voice of Norrin Rad. Even visually, I thought he looked pretty good for the time. This isn't the worst thing in the world, but there definitely are better ones, so I'll probably put it at C.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sequel.
Yep.
This isn't quite the fuck up, but this isn't the exact kind of sequel you want, right? Like, you know, you just you when you get Silver Surfer so right, you know, and then you just completely just blast it in space with Galactus. It's just fucking phenomenal. It's crazy. Like you shit the bed so galactically. Like you all you had to do was just make a giant dude who sits in a spaceship. That's it. It's all you had to do. And they were just like, nah, Cloud.
You arguably didn't even have to do that.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm just kind of at a loss for like that. The thing I always thought was kind of freaky was them merging with Johnny and having Johnny get all the powers and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, this feels very
it's
comic
like-
booky, but one of those comic booky things you probably just shouldn't do in live action because it just looks
Yeah.
kind of cheap and bad.
It's hard to
It's more of a
suspend
scroll
disbelief.
thing.
It's hard to suspend disbelief at that point.
Very much so, and so just like it's fine, but it's nothing. You know, it's not the worst thing, right? Like there's Blade Trinity to lecture, and then there's Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
It's also not the worst Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I'm there's that too.
Yeah.
You know, there for me, like it's C. It's fine. It's a C. It's middle of the fucking road by comparison to a lot of this other shit.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. It's a solid C. It overall it was fine, but this galactic fart cloud was stupid. So yeah, see, it was okay.
Yeah, these two FF movies were a big part of my childhood, and like even as a kid, it was weird. It was the first time, again, no internet. I had just seen like the design of Jack Kirby's, and I was just like, "That's not Galactus." I remember the whole time. I think by the time we got to the movie theater, my parents were like, "You know, the movie was fine, whatever, but what's up with the cloud one? Like, is that real?" I'm like, "No." I remember showing them how it looks. I'm like, "Why the fuck didn't you just do that?" And like they even add insult to injury when they fucking I hate the shot when they pass Saturn and in the rings you see quote unquote how much he might have looked like. It's like fuck off. It's like you didn't have the balls to design him that way, and you just go, oh, it's ridiculous. But yeah, Silver Surfer was cool, and then I don't know. I as a kid, it's so weird seeing as a kid during the wedding. I was just hoping that either as a secret cameo or whatever, you just see somebody swinging through the towers, and you're like, all right, that's enough. That's all I need. I just need Spider-Man swinging past by and just saying hello while he's got to do stuff during the wedding. But yeah, that has its charm here and there. I do like the moment when Reed stands up to the general.
Yeah.
It's like finally this fucking nerd stand up to himself, and like the family had his back and whatnot, and, but yeah, I'd go B.
It is funny in retrospect, looking back at this, looking at how they did Galactus, made him into a cloud and all that. 4 years later, Green Lantern does the exact same thing with its big bad.
Exact same thing. It's fucking
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, where does that put it? C?
See,
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Next up is the first X-Men.
Ooh, this
Go
should
down
be
up.
interesting.
Go down up. Go down up. Go down up.
Okay, do we want to do
Okay.
that? All right.
Oh, I'm slow as hell.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Phil. I thought you were telling me to move.
No. I meant like order of who talks. Like I want to hear what Rona has to say about this. Will be interesting.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
X1, right?
Yes, X1. To me, it's S tier. And people going, what are you fucking? I know, Todd. I know. Here's the thing you gotta know. This movie starts with a concentration camp, and immediately sets a tone of like, oh, are we gonna follow this guy? Is he's a hero? Like, no, he's the antagonist. But I get why he feels this way. As a kid, before social studies, before my history classes, I knew what bigotry and what all this stuff meant because of the 90s cartoon and this movie. This movie, man, they don't shy away from stuff. Like there's a moment with Magneto and the guns with the cops. Like listen, it's Brian directed it and all this stuff, but like the fact that they got Sir Ian McKellen, Sir Patrick Stewart to play these two characters and set the backbone of what superhero movies can do, especially from the Marvel side. Groundedness, I adore this movie. I go back to it more something more than the newer X-Men movies, just because I'm like, they did a lot. Granted, is it a 1-to-1 or is it a perfect adaptation? No, but man, they weren't shying away from the stuff that the books were talking about. And I can quote, Eric, what are you doing here? Why do you ask questions you already know the answer to? And like, I go back to that scene when I ever go to do theater classes. The score, I go back to the Wolverine and Rogue tracks so many times. And yeah, again, the X-Men movies aren't perfect, but they did a lot of stuff, especially for us kids. And especially if you're an X-Men fan, there's as much good as there is bad. And I consider it S tier. I know. Ooh, that's an interesting take.
I don't know about all of them, but I appreciate the love.
Yeah, sorry about the
Who
long monologue.
posted that shit? You're banned. Serenity, you're banned. I'm saying this in a playful way. You're banned. It's no
Taj is
way
gonna
you
have
just
to
said
be
it.
taken away in a stretcher.
I'm about to
And
have a
Hugh, I
goddamn
mean, come
heart
on.
attack, bro.
All right. Omega, what you got?
Oh, he about to trash.
Oh no, I know where this is going. Actually,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I don't have to ask.
Ronan, I like you, but
I know.
these ain't my X-Men. I don't know who the fuck these people are. I mean, you had the perfect casting. Ian McClane as Magneto. Perfect. Patrick Stewart as Professor X. Perfect. Okay, you could have did someone else's Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman did a decent job. All right, fine, cool, whatever. But who the fuck are these people? These ain't my X-Men. The only people who even got right were Professor X and Magneto. Everyone else, I don't know who they are. What happened to your frog that had to get struck by like everything? I don't even remember the freaking lab. I'm sorry. I love Halle Berry. She's gorgeous. She's a great actress. Not as Storm. Not as freaking Storm. No wonder Angela Bassett turned this shit down because this was garbage. That chick was not Storm. That was Halle Berry as someone else in a white wig, a bad white wig. Oh god! I mean, it's like they had some of the good bad guys that had Toad, they had the Blob. It was like they didn't do what they're supposed to fucking do in the book.
I think Omega is having a meltdown, guys. Just
if he gets up
I'm
to
huge crashing out over the
X-Men.
X-Men. I love it.
This is not what I had. They're just not my X-Men. There's some other X-Men, I guess.
He gets up too
I
fast.
get
movie
it.
itself, the movie itself, if I was going to judge it as like a sci-fi superhero movie, okay, it's fine, but they just weren't my X-Men. Honestly, I would give this the first X-Men. I would honestly give this a D. I'm not putting it in F. I'm being
Damn.
generous. I'm putting it in
Wow.
Damn.
I would have taken the C,
just
but
had-
damn.
I know.
Damn.
I just had so much I just absolutely hated about this. It's just I can't put it any higher than D.
Phil's gleeing out right there. He's just like, I love this hearing this shit.
Uh,
All right, Phil, your turn.
Let's hear it.
Go on, tear me apart.
Well, bub, let me tell you something.
I love the
I'm
way you
not,
said.
I'm not too far off. I probably put it in C. Like honest to God truth, when I was a kid, loved that TV show. Really do. I love the TV show. My dad and my brother have a very distinct memory of this. We wanted to go see X-Men. Me and my brother wanted to go see the X-Men movie. We drive to the movie theater. We pull up, and on the back in the day, everybody on the ticket booth, they had tickets for X-Men sold out.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Well, shit, guess we're seeing Toy Story." I think it was
Be right back.
no, it was something else, but we had to watch
why are
something
they
else.
showing a movie that had been out for 2 years?
I know. It was somewhere. It was something. I don't remember what exactly we ended up watching, but we ended up watching another movie. But I remember watching X-Men the movie later as it came on home video because we could rent it at Blockbuster or whatever. Being really excited. And I remember watching the movie all the way to the end and feeling like, okay, was the X-Men, I guess. It's very. I look back on this movie now with a very different perspective, and like it is timely, and it is of a time. Like this movie, you can tell is made of a time.
Oh yeah.
It is timely in a sense,
Oh, yeah.
and I have a lot more admiration and respect for the amount of time that Ian McKellen and both Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart have put and been given to play these roles, and the amount of time and some of the things that they've done in those roles throughout the entire saga and other movies connected to a cinematic universe. But like just this movie on the whole as it is, man, I gotta be honest, like as an X-Men fan, I just found it fucking boring. Like I was like, why is Wolverine trucking around with Rogue? Like why are we pitting Iceman and Rogue together? I was just like, these are some really wonky, goofy, creative decisions. And I feel like if you're a fan of X-Men the animated series, you're probably gonna go into the X-Men movie and feeling like, yeah, no, this isn't quite my bag, right? But then you go and look at the X-Men comics, and it's like, okay, well, I can kind of understand where like they're coming from in a certain respect, even though when Brian Singer famously was just like, Mom, no comic book accurate suits, nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's like,
No
I
comics
clocked
in
out
that.
completely.
No comics
Yeah,
on set either.
clocked out.
just black leather suits. That's it. It's like,
Yeah, that's
that was a choice.
Like they're gonna be.
He said, "What do you expect?
Like,
Black? What do you expect? Yellow spandex? Yes, motherfucker! I wanted yellow spandex."
it's like you're gonna be Matrix and you'll like it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because the Matrix just came out like
Yep.
what, a couple of years before.
Like a year or
Well, again, comparatively to other movies, either already ranked and yet to be ranked.
Wait, time
Like,
out. Why am I a hater? I ain't even get to say anything yet.
I never said you were.
No, not you. Keyblade.
Oh, the comments?
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
Oh, that thumb down that he was given was to Lance, not the movie.
Yeah, Lance did the moaning in the damn thing. That's why I thumbs down it.
Oh, sorry, Lance. So what I say make you moan?
Yes.
Oh Lord.
I'm sorry. Not really. Anyway, no, man. Like this movie on the whole, like for me, it's a C. It's fine. It did exactly what it needed to do. It started a franchise. Here's the net positive. Here's the single net positive to this movie. Kicked off Kevin Feige's career. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is where you gotta
Got him
start.
in the door.
This is where you gotta start.
Jake, before you go, I just want to say this to Omega and Phil. Is that also know this? When I first watched this movie, I was also watching the cartoon at the same time. So even as a kid, although I liked this movie, I was saying, why isn't Jubilee here instead? Rogue is where's Gambit? You know, where's the Southern accent? Even as a kid, I was making those distinctions. Be like, okay, there's a compromise here, but I'll go with it, even though it's easier to do it the way the cartoon's doing it. But yeah, Jake, the floor is yours.
Well, to kind of start by going off that point, to get my criticisms out of the way first, that was probably my biggest issue with this movie is what they did with Rogue, her being one of my favorite characters from the 90s cartoon. Basically gave her Jubilee's role from said cartoon of making her Wolverine's little groupie. And that's not Rogue at all. I mean, the rest of the other castings for this movie, including Anna Paquin, like, I don't think the casting was the problem. I really don't. Like, if they would have been directed in a better way, I think a lot of them would have been a lot more well regarded, and we're going to see if hopefully they are next year. But this movie did a lot for just the comic movie genre, period. Like Ronan, I was watching the cartoon at the same time as this, and as a kid, you know, I didn't make the separation back then. I didn't really separate the two. I was like, oh, this is X-Men, and so is this. Looking back at it now, you know, all this time later, there are definitely discrepancies that it takes. Some story threads I don't agree with fully. Some character pairings I don't agree with. But, you know, in addition to the previously mentioned, you know, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, you know, this movie kicked off the quarter of a century that we would be seeing Hugh Jackman play Wolverine. And there are not that many characters casted in comic world that have had the same level of impact that he has had. And he wasn't even supposed to be in this movie. It was going to be Dougray Scott at first. But he ended up being like their fourth or fifth name on the list, and the right stars aligned, and he's one of the biggest actors out there now. You know, for what this movie, judging it as it is, I respect the hell of what it did, but on its own, I would probably say B, just because there are some things looking back that I don't particularly like, and some characters are mishandled.
Okay, for me, it has to be I would say a high B, because like I said, he kicked off Kevin Feige's career, and I gotta say, Professor Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen were perfect castings, and I felt that Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, well, I know it's a bit different, but he was getting into that role, and I think for that time period, I think it worked.
All right. Taj, what you got?
I don't like this movie.
All right. Short and sweet.
You can put it in C. It was like only because of Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, but like the rest of this, similar to everybody else, I grew up on the TV shows, like the animated series, and I saw this and I was like, hell no, as a kid. I think I got smacked in the head for saying hell no at the theater. Like, I was like, no, like this isn't it. And like I read comics too. Like one of my first comics was an X-Men book, so I was like, no, this isn't. No. I'm still not the biggest fan of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He's grown on me, but I still like, I can do without.
Is he a foot too tall for you?
It just don't feel like Wolverine. None of the characters in these movies feel like they're characters. Like you could do different depictions. You don't have to do a 1-for-1, but when the characters don't even feel like how they feel like at their core, it's like, who the fuck was Cyclops? That was just a nigga with a pause over his face. Like, no, man, like, who was that, bro?
I don't think he was a nigga.
Bro, I'm gonna go into when you get to the second one and the third one. Oh, I'm getting in. I'm going
like
in.
Rogue, that wasn't Rogue. Like that wasn't Rogue. Like, I don't know who the hell that was. Like
that wasn't Bobby.
Halle Berry.
Bobby Drake's an asshole.
I love Halle Berry.
I don't know who that guy is.
I love Halle Berry, but no.
Actually, Bobby Drake.
They should have got Angela Bassett. They should have got fucking Angela Bassett.
Apparently she turned it down. That's why they didn't qualify.
Oh my god!
Apparently,
This shit was
Angela
crazy.
Bassett. They did go to Angela Bassett apparently, but she turned it down because she didn't like the script, so they don't go on someone else.
I thought it had
Man.
Now
something
look
to do
at
with
her.
money.
She's Queen Ramona. Well, she was Queen
Now
Ramona.
she's
But
Queen
also,
Ramona.
I will say
I'm-
Tyler Mane was pretty solid as Sabretooth, I thought.
He didn't do
actually had a good
anything.
Sabretooth. Yeah, he didn't do a damn thing, but he looked the part.
They knew.
Then they recast him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The recast was easily better. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Jimmy.
I mean, he had better chemistry, yeah, but if you're going for just
Jimmy!
Sabretooth, then, yeah.
But yeah, you could put it in C. Like I appreciate what it did for superhero movies, but like nah, son. Like I know.
All right, Lance, finish it.
That's what I do best.
Yeah, we know, Mr. Four Kids.
I set that up so perfectly, and I'm glad Tosh followed through with it.
I'm gonna put in C. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna say. Wait, why did I put it in C already? We haven't voted fully.
Just put it in C.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm.
Is that
I'm
what
gonna say
everybody
C.
said it? Like
Yeah, I'm gonna say C. I didn't see this movie in theaters. When I was my first time seeing this film was getting the VHS from the library,
Still
and
have
when
mine.
I first seen it, I'm sitting there thinking like, why is everybody in black leather?
Same.
But
Yeah.
I was confused. I'm like, hey, are the X-Men supposed to be like scary? Like, I'm like, it was nothing. And I knew what the X-Men were about as a kid, but it's just like it's just like the whole thing with Sabretooth beginning, like Wolverine goes flying out the window of a car, and I'm like, so why are they all trying to kill Rogue right now? Like, why is everybody going after Rogue? And I'm like, that's Rogue? Oh, I thought Rogue's powers were supposed to be interesting. Not that she just can't touch anybody. Okay.
Even-
I'm like, as a kid, I'm looking at this. I'm like, I got it from the library. I watched it one time. I rewound it. I set it on the table. I said, okay, Mom, we're done with it. You can take it. She said, you don't want to watch it again? No. I did not watch it again until I got much older.
No.
Until I got much older. Because I'm like, this like it's cool for what it is, but it ain't X-Men. And then I realized, when I started getting into like movies and more and stuff, I'm like, the director is just dumb. So this is what he wanted to do. So I mean, it was cool for what it was for the time. I'm just glad that they were doing dark and emo before dark and emo became cool. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
Even as a kid, when Rogue gets the white stripe, I was like, "That's how she gets it."
Yeah.
No, like that. I was like,
Yeah.
when the hell? Oh god.
We're gonna get lost on the weeds in this if we continue any longer.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
So first Spider-Man S. No, I'm not gonna say S. I'm not gonna say S. I'll
Here we
say
go.
I'll for the first Spider-Man, I'll put it in B. And I have my reasoning. I'll put it in B. One, I think for the time period, I think the web swinging looked amazing. Willem Dafoe as the Goblin, amazing. Even though inherently that's not the Green Goblin. I could have went with the classics. So again, they took their liberties, but I thought it was cool. I thought the introduction to Toby and all of that was cool. But I didn't care for I didn't care for Franco as Harry. He was not Harry to me. He came off as like a dickish hater half the time. Like, you're trying to tell me that this is Peter's best friend, but at every single turn, cuz like Mary Jane. You're trying to get in cuz draws all the time. Like, that irritated me. I feel as if this movie could have done a lot of things better, but for the time period, I get why they did, why they went with some of those choices. Suit, one of the top tier Spider-Man suits of all time. Suit, one of the top tier Spider-Man suits of all time. The end battle between Green Goblin and Spider-Man the level of blood and gore in that fight, like you felt the punches, and I feel as if that back then stuff was practical. That's what a lot of these movies. That's where they're always going to come out on top for me. A lot of this stuff is practical. You feel it through the screen. I still remember my first. Again, a lot of these movies I didn't see in theaters. I saw these movies on VHS. So I remember sitting downstairs in my den because, well, our TV was literally underground, but whatever. Watching this, you felt everything, and I loved that. Seeing Tobey Maguire swinging around, even though half the time his webbing, just like in the video game, was sticking to the clouds. It was still a magical experience. So for that, I'll put it in B. But it could have been better. It's several things that it could have done better. I also feel as if the movie is kind of too short. Rushed origin story.
Not too short. I mean, it's like 2 hours and 6 minutes. That's not
It
a short.
it doesn't feel like it. Because it rushes everything. You get the origin of Spider-Man. You get the origin of the Green Goblin, whose origin is actually inherently more rushed. You get his origin, and then a few minutes later, he's dead.
Back to formula.
So yeah, like that. That's just my only thing. But all in all, still one of the most goated Spider-Man movies of all time. And take this from a guy who loved the Nicholas Hammond portrayal of I'm kidding. I did not.
All right, Taj, we know you hate this, but how much do you hate it?
This movie's so fucking over. This the first one, right?
Yeah.
This shit is so overrated, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I don't like Toby he was okay as Peter, but his Spider-Man was lacking. Now, I am comparing this to like the 94 animated series. So like that's where I came into Spider-Man. So I was like, no. Mary Jane, love Kirsten Dunst. Hell no. Get the fuck out of here. Harry, no. Green Goblin was cool. He was probably the best thing about this fucking movie. I don't like the suit. I disagree with Lance. I think it's one of the weaker suits. I don't like that shit. He look like a 50-year-old in a fucking onesie. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere and read a newspaper, what else? Trying to think. Oh, what's his name was good in there too. Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson. He was good. That's pretty much it. Like, it's either D or a C for me. You can put it in D for me. I'm not the biggest fan of this one.
All right.
I'm like when it comes. Yes, I did. It's just the fact that I came in with comics. Like, I read those first. It didn't feel like Spider-Man. It felt like an old nigga in the suit. I didn't like it.
They're not black.
I'm using that word just in a general sense when I'm talking about
using it in a general sense.
I have to.
Claudia.
Anyway,
I'm not
the N-word pass.
My frame of reference comes from comics. It didn't feel like comic Peter to me. Like, I just didn't like it. I'm high on the second one though. I like the second one.
I'm in middle and sweet. I'll say that this was the first film I saw with my uncle, and that this had Randy Savage in it, and it also was the first film that I felt that it reminded me of the 90s so much, some of the aspects for it. So I had to give this film
90s what?
90s cartoon.
No, the hell, I'm about to.
Continue.
Okay. It reminded me of a bit of the 90s cartoon with the Toby getting the job at Daily Bugle, and how J.K. Simmons playing J. Jonah Jameson. You know, that portrayal is really well done. So I have to give that, and for me personally, it's an A.
I'll go last on this one.
Phil?
So skip me for now. I'll go last on this one. Because I know Phil's just going to follow me up with some snarky ass response.
I mean, you don't get Spider-Man 2 without Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1 was fine. Tobey Maguire's fine. Rosemary Harris is fine. Ben, they got everything they needed to hit right. Okay, I'll give them that. I will never ever get over the Green Goblin suit looking a goofy Power Ranger outfit. That will never ever.
I was just about to say that.
Ever sit well with me ever. I think McGuire makes a better Parker than he does Spider-Man personally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like a lifelong Spider-Man fan. I've loved the character for a long time. And I just kind of have a preference. And I don't know, Tobey Maguire just seems kind of a little too wimpo for me. Always has been. But, he's older now. And he did great in No Way Home. But even still, like, I think the suit looks fine, but it's not. It's fine, dude. Like, Spider-Man 1 is fine. That final fight between him and Goblin, it sets everything up. I'm not one way or the other about Dave Franco. Like, I don't know.
Dave Franco?
James Franco. Wow. Because he's in that movie the movie that came out. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, like the Franco boy, he's in that's in this and the other two. Like, he's fine. Like, I don't fucking care, man. Like, that's kind of why I like Tom's. Like, they kind of throw a lot of the comic book bullshit out the window, but also retain a lot of the other stuff that doesn't get touched on. That's probably why I like it so much. So I don't know, man. Like, it's fine. It's a C.
Omega, what do you think of Spider-Man?
This is an A. I love this movie. This movie is great. But what Taj said, how it just didn't feel like, especially coming from the comics, it just didn't feel right to him. That's exactly how I felt about the X-Men. So, like, I get it, but I love this movie. I'm putting it, like I said, A. And I liked the Power Ranger Green Goblin suit.
That's fair.
Man, teach his own, but yeah. That's not
Ronan.
A.
Ronan, you there?
I echo Omega sentiments. It's an A for me. Like, again, you gotta look at it. I was 5, 6, 7 when this movie came out. So it was this and Spider-Man the Animated Series that I was digesting, and this was the foundation of me being a Spider-Man fan. And I don't know, it was weird because, again, I was like, wait a minute, is he supposed to be in high school? And he graduates like at the beginning of the movie, and then it fucked me over because I'm like, is that how am I gonna look when I get to high school? I'm like that's how old. I was like, okay, I guess that's a jump. But then again, they go that line, yep, big change. I'm like, damn, okay, got to prepare for that shit. God bless Christine Dust because that, those moments with her did something to me as a kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she had the headlights on in the rain.
Yeah,
sure did.
yeah.
Nah, facts, bro.
God bless her.
No, wait, what's her name?
That was her best scene.
What's her name? Ursula? No, Ursula was in the second movie.
That's part 2.
We'll get that.
Yeah. And yeah, again, the score, I love the main theme and whatnot, and it's a big part of my job of this movie. So I'd go A.
Wait, I got a question, Jake. What?
Yes.
What, nigga.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Why are you so mean to me?
I'm not mean, but you call me Jake. I'm not white, fool.
Oh,
Wait, what was the question?
I thought I was confused about the movie choice. So this only 2000s or?
So it's pre-MCU. It's everything from Blade up to Fantastic Four 2.
When did that terrible Fantastic Four movie come out?
2015.
Oh, yeah, that was 2015.
Four stick.
No, not that one. The original one.
Oh,
1994.
94.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
Okay. So
what does this land Spider-Man?
I haven't gone yet. Hold on.
Oh, I thought you went. I'm sorry, Jacob.
I said I was going last.
Okay.
I have so much of a connection to this movie because, like Ronan,
It's about to get deep.
I was watching Spider-Man the Animated Series at the same time, and seeing honestly all 3 of these movies in theaters was a biblical experience.
Oh God!
Get the fuck off that guy. And yeah, and like you, Lance, grew up with practical effects and stuff on movies, so seeing just the authenticity of all that stuff really it hits differently, especially with how much everything's been done in CG now. Kind of like Omega, I like the Power Ranger Goblin look. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. Everyone has their cup of tea. But this movie gets a lot of the classic Spider-Man origin beats right. You know, he gets bit by the spider on the field trip. He dons a homemade makeshift costume to try and get money wrestling. He lets the guy go. He doesn't learn that lesson of great power, great responsibility. You get Randy fucking Savage in the wrestling scenes. You get Bruce Campbell as the first person ever to say the word Spider-Man in a movie. And this is also coming from my favorite filmmaker, so that's part of it too. Defoe as Green Goblin kills it in this movie. Just that perfect kind of campy, insane, psychotic villain that you just chews up the scene every time he's on screen. J.K. Simmons, perfect casting as J. Jonah Jameson. I liked Toby's dorky side in this movie, how he was really awkward, but also as Spider-Man, that awkwardness was kind of there to where even if you would, cringe at some of his puns and whatnot, that still maintain that Spider-Man awkwardness. Even has a pun that's been cut out of several cable re-airings today. But anyway, love the score for this movie. Danny Elfman, I think, killed it. And as far as Kirsten Dunst and James Franco, I think this is the best movie for both of them. I can't remember who said it, but somebody made the comment about Harry. About Harry moving in on MJ whenever he knows that Peter's interested in her. That's kind of how Harry's been. Like he was always depicted as somebody who was out for himself and wasn't outwardly trying to, hurt other people's feelings, but also he didn't really care. He was kind of just out for what he wanted. He was that guy that could never get his dad's approval. They show you how Norman sees more of a son in Peter, a guy he just met, than a son he raised. And honestly, this movie has got one of the best endings ever, to where he has to let that woman that he loves go because it's what's right in that moment. It's that lesson he has to learn. That final swing blew me away seeing it as a kid. I'm going to piss so many people off with this. This is my favorite comic book movie, so I'm putting it an S.
Yeah, that tracks.
Tosh has left the chat.
He has left the building.
So where are we
I get it,
putting
though.
this? What is it? I get it. I get it. So where would this go?
Well, we did get 2 A's.
You guys had to see that coming.
2 A's and an S, and then 1 C from me.
I think
So either A or B.
I'll compromise with an A.
Might have to take it.
I was going to say, of what I see here left of the movies, I think it would deserve to be an A in my opinion. But it's an A.
So A.
Yeah, I would give it an A.
Okay.
let it pass.
Last Stand.
Ah!
Oh, you went from one of the best to man.
I'm gonna piss Serenity off because he said this movie's good. X-Men Last Stand is cat piss, hot cat piss, like cat piss with a urinary tract infection. F. If I could go beyond F, I would. This
cat
movie
piss
is
with a urinary tract infection.
This movie is terrible. I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Hey, listen, I fucking love Vinnie Jones, man. He delivered that with all of his heart.
And that's okay, cool. She's running through walls to get to the thing. Like, cool. Use your power, kitty. But at the same time, you're not getting away because he's just bursting through the walls that you're running through. Oh, we suddenly have a meta. We suddenly have a mutant who's the cure for all mutants. So, hey, let's just say, we want to take we need the cure. Oh, also, since James Marsden wants to, go film the secondary love interest to a horrible Lois Lane in Superman Returns. Let's write him out of this movie.
He wasn't the only one who left for Superman Returns.
In the dumbest way possible.
Yep.
Let's write him out in the dumbest way possible.
The director
then,
left for Superman
Cyclops,
Returns.
and Cyclops is just dead because he wanted to go kiss Jean, who's just randomly fully taken over by the Phoenix. Oh, also we're gonna kill Patrick Stewart, and just the way they gave their all in that death scene for Professor Xavier.
Hugh and Hallie, yeah.
They gave
Yeah,
their
that
all.
scene broke me as a kid.
That scene was good. It's just the fact, like, bro, you're killing everybody. You're killing everybody, and it's, what all the random mutants, like the random mutants in the infight, like, cool. It's cool to see all these powers, but what everybody, who's good and who's everybody's wearing black leather. Who's good and who's evil? You can't tell, and then you film it at night.
At night.
Sorry, you film it at night. You film it at night. The only person that's not wearing black leather is Wolverine, and he's the one who has to deliver the final blow to.
Because he gets it ripped off. That's why he's not wearing it.
I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, and yeah, his claws are what kills the. Okay. All right.
Shiny. All right.
His shiny metal claws are what kills the Phoenix. Okay. All right. Okay.
No,
Cool.
you're not wrong.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Taj, what you got?
This movie
Let's hear
pisses
it.
me off, bro.
This movie is fucking ass. I wish I could delete it from my memory.
No, you don't. Taj, hold on. No, you don't, because you
Yeah,
would
I do.
forget how much you hate it and you'd watch it again.
Bro.
He has a good point. He has a very good
No, because if I delete it, I won't have the urge to watch it.
He also has a good point. Also
So
has a very
therefore,
good
I'm
point.
good. Fuck this movie. This movie is ass. The Phoenix Force, she ain't going to space. She fucking drowned in a lake. How the hell you get the Phoenix Force from drowning in a lake? What are we doing? What the fuck are these moves, bro? Yo, I'm about to get pissed, bro. I got on the game to kind of cool off, bro, but now I'm getting hot, bro. Like,
Literally had me. I'm sitting there thinking, I said, who wrote this?
Well,
Like 5 people.
yeah, no
Yeah.
one could decide.
They should all be
Five
fired.
people
No,
They-
fact, like,
Yeah,
promptly were,
yeah.
this is ass.
for the most part, or they're moving on to other projects.
Bro. Get this out of here.
F. All right, Taladia, what you got?
Giving it an F.
All right. That'll
And
do
who were
so.
the extra villains? They don't even get names,
One was supposed to be Marrow.
bro. They
So
suck
one was
ass, bro.
supposed to be Marrow. You had Arclight. You had their own version of Spike from the Evolution cartoon. Yeah.
And why
And
do
why was
Spike if
Gene
you
always
already
looking
have
like he was
Marrow?
constipated, bro? Like, man,
Some people just
Get
can't
that shit
look
outta here,
evil.
bro.
Man, this
She's
movie
too
coming
hot
off.
to be evil, bro.
Man, I love those first two movies, but man, this one,
He really loves this one.
coming from a production standpoint, you look at the fact that Bryan Singer started this, leaves for Superman Returns. Matthew Vaughn comes in, leaves after they tell him, "Oh yeah, that Halle Berry version of the read, we just tossed that out when you walked in." Okay, fuck you guys. He leaves. Brett Ratner gets brought in to fucking finish it. So you got 3 movies kind of competing for each other. You got The Cure, you got Magneto's Brotherhood, and you got The Phoenix, the latter of which is the B plot of the fucking movie, which is really stupid. That needs at least 2 movies to itself. They also skipped over the Phoenix part completely. They went straight from Jean Grey to Dark Phoenix, even though there's a whole phase in the middle where she's just Phoenix. They skipped over that completely.
Oh, they don't even go in space. She
They
fucking
killed
died
off
in the film.
Cyclops in the stupidest way.
I forgot to mention that. That shit was bull.
Yeah. Also, I don't know.
That
what
wasn't Cyclops. That was Simpclops. Tired of him, bro. He gotta
Right.
go.
And I also don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Angel in this movie, but it sucked. It
He
was
didn't even have any lines.
awful. Yeah, it was god awful. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I mean,
Just the way you said it, it sucked.
yes. I mean, Hugh Jackman was on his game this movie. Ian McKellen was on his game this movie. And I will say Kelsey Grammer was badass as Beast. And this goes to tell you that even though he was only in one movie, and it's one of the worst movies, he was still a better Beast than Nicholas Hoult, even though Nicholas Hoult had 4 movies of advantage. But yeah, man, this movie is just a fucking mess. Some scenes you just look at them and you feel, okay, who wrote this scene? Because they have no idea how these characters work. You can say that about so much in this movie. That being said, it's not the worst X-Men movie. There are good parts about it, but those are few and far between. I'll put it at D.
Oh, everyone's expecting me to just drop trow and take a massive dump on this one too, right? I mean, listen, there's not great trilogy cappers like Spider-Man 3, Dark Knight Rises. You know,
Fuck you.
I said Dark Knight Rises after Spider-Man 3. But, you know,
They both suck.
they're not great. And then there's X-Men The Last Stand. This movie's a train wreck. Matter of fact, this movie's such a train wreck. Fox tried to do it twice.
Yeah,
They failed both times.
And they failed twice.
Well, the thing is like it's similar situations, but not quite similar situations because it boils down to just really shitty production behind the scenes stuff, but completely different circumstances in both cases. Because this movie, as Jake so eloquently put, you know, went through Matthew Vaughn and fucking Ratner, right? Like all those clowns, and it's like, man, like the movie on itself, Last Stand. I remember just watching this movie. This was what, 2006?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would have been 14.
I
was 14. I was 14 when this movie came out. Yeah, 2006. I would have been about 14. So I remember watching it and just feeling like, oh, that's a movie Fox made. And that definitely was that was something. You know, when you're a fan of the X-Men, right, and you see and you hear, you know, Famke Janssen just say the word Phoenix, and you see the way she is on screen, and then just something just feels hollow inside you. As an X-Men fan, you were just so disappointed. But then I'm sure, just as like a casual movie-going fan who casually probably watched their kid watch the X-Men show, probably saw these movies and went, "Oh fuck no, they killed Jean Grey." No.
Does she actually say Phoenix in the movie?
I don't fucking remember, dude.
I don't think she does.
I don't. Anyway,
They just call her Jean the whole time.
Professor named it the Phoenix.
But like, I gotta admit, like watching Hugh Jackman just like kind of like mount Famke Janssen and just kind of do their thing.
Best part of the movie.
It was great. It's pretty
And then
solid.
That's canon. That's canon.
That's all she did in the Wolverine was just mount him.
I mean, in fairness, I mean, look at what Ratner was into, so it really shouldn't be surprised. That is some of the best stuff in the movie. That's the only time he was paying attention. Anyway, look, man. If you were already disappointed as an X-Men fan by these movies, this was just like the I won't even give this the courtesy of being called a cherry on top. This was just like one last, oh, you came back for more, here, let me just kick you in the fucking balls.
Someone
throw those back.
This is like when people tell me, or when I read online that, like, you know, a different franchise, but hear me out. I wouldn't be in character if I didn't make this comparison. When I see people online cry, Zack Snyder ruined my fucking Superman, I look at this movie and I'm just like, well, then what the fuck did Brett Ratner do to the X-Men?
he didn't know what to do.
He fucked them so much that Fox then fucked themselves what they were doing next with X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yep. This movie single-handedly fucked Fox good.
Hugh
Triple
Jackman's
F.
the only thing saving them for a while.
For a minute. He's the only reason this franchise even lived.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "All right, let's do First Class." And then someone was like, "All right, let's do a prequel." And then someone was like, "Yeah, but tie it to the last movies." And someone went, "Okay." That's how First Class ended up with Hugh Jackman as in a cameo.
Matthew Vaughn got lucky with that movie.
Yes, he did.
Anyway.
Yeah, D, because Kelsey Grammer's a boss.
Yes. You don't shed on the furniture.
Shit in your mouth. What?
Or Darren's hat.
Omega about to flip out over this movie.
Mega's about to fucking lose it.
Hell yeah.
He's muted, I think.
I did.
I am muted. Yeah, I'll mute it. Yeah, I was like, no, I feel so vindicated because everything that y'all said about this movie is like kind of I'm just about to parrot. But it was funny when they killed y'all saying they killed off Cyclops. I was like, yeah, it was I remember watching the like making of on HBO, and the actor actually said, "Yeah, I played a woman in this one."
I remember that too.
Crying, just pining over freaking Jean this whole time. She fucking dies. I was like, oh, so no wonder he left to go be in freaking Superman Returns. This movie's ass.
And you think he got a better deal in Superman Returns?
No.
Yeah, actually,
that movie's equally ass.
Somebody was saying like they completely wasted Angel. I was like, Angel showed in the commercials, in the trailers, they advertise this off of freaking Angel. Like he's going to be like a main character.
He's in what, 4 scenes?
Three.
Yeah, 3.
He's at the beginning.
It's all the scenes from the trailer.
2, the second time when he shows up at the mansion. The last time he shows up is when he goes to rescue someone. He just flies out the window. That's the last time you ever see of his ass.
Yeah, and they took a photo with him in the suit, which I was like, "What the fuck?" What was that?
If you look at the DVD cover of the movie, he's there in the costume. It's like, this is a lie.
Yeah, and they had the one Storm in one fucking scene where she starts like, no, we have rooms for people. No, you go do this. And like she started delegating stuff. I was like, thank you, that's fucking Storm, and we get that for one goddamn scene.
Well, you know what's not Storm is that scene where her and Rogue, and she's like, "There's nothing to cure. There's nothing wrong with you." I was like, "She'll kill anybody she fucking touches. You can make storm clouds."
Yeah, actually, somebody in the comics actually calls her out on that shit. It's like, yeah, you make weather. I kill people when they touch me. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, damn it.
But God, what else I was about to say about this
Juggernaut
bullshit? Oh yeah, the Juggernaut. He's not a mutant.
Yeah, I didn't even need to bring that up.
He's not
Anthony Jones, but man,
Juggernaut is Professor X's stepbrother.
Sidorak Jim.
He's not. His powers is magical. God, why do you always make Juggernaut a goddamn mutant every time you put his ass in here, motherfuckers? And then he goes, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." Y'all stole that from them dudes from YouTube. I forgot what they were called.
That's still one of the best videos on the internet.
Yeah, the Juggernaut. Yeah, I to this day I still quote that shit.
Me too. I fucking love that video.
I'm the Juggernaut.
Oh my god, it's just I hate the X-Men movies. I read the comics. I came from the comics and then the 92 cartoon. I absolutely love those, but God, these fucking movies are just absolute dog shit. I hate them so much. These are not my X-Men.
Holy shit.
Look, if you like the movie, hey, that's cool. You like the movie, hey, cool. I'm not no judgment here. I ain't gonna begrudge you for that, but I can't stand them.
That's fair.
No, this goes into doo-doo butter. This goes below F onto doo-doo butter.
That ending scene with Xavier jumping into the body, that came out of fucking nowhere. Like,
oh my god,
that was terrible.
Like that's not ethical.
I don't like X-Men Evolution because it's based off these wrong ass movies. Even though X-Men Evolution was actually pretty good.
I mean, they at least did Rogue a little better in that cartoon.
X-Men Evolution's pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie.
I
like
it.
It's actually pretty good.
I'll say
it's based off the wrong movie, so it's like that's why I never touched it.
I mean, they probably did some of the best Apocalypse and Magneto stuff in that cartoon.
Yep.
I'll say that. And you got fucking Christopher Judge, Kratos, voicing Magneto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
At least they did freaking Magneto in no, wait, never mind. Because
I don't think they've ever done Magneto wrong in movies or animation.
Well, they always downplayed his powers, except in Age of Apocalypse, where he actually has his full powers, but he doesn't get them from fucking Apocalypse.
Well, no. See, in that movie, they downplay it because, like, First Class, you see him lift a submarine out of the water. Days of Future Past, he lifts a baseball stadium. Apocalypse, he does what?
Well, not only is he with the baseball
No,
stadium,
he's about to like stop the Earth's rotation or something. He's like manipulating the Earth's magnetic field for something.
But you don't feel that impact.
Yeah.
No, I know what Omega's referring to. There's a story in the book in the comics that has Magneto. It like they yeah he kind of if Magneto really wanted to he could move the world off of his axis and completely fuck shit up.
Because in the first X-Men movie, you say, "Oh, he controls metal." No, motherfuckers, he doesn't just control metal. He controls the electromagnetic force, magnetism, a fundamental part of physics. He controls magnetism. There's a big difference between controlling just freaking metal and magnetism.
Yeah.
Ah!
Like when he ripped out Homeboy's blood in that second movie.
Mm-hmm.
And at least we finally get something like that in X-Men 97 where he
Logan.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
So where are we putting this? Because we're gonna have to make
doo-doo butter. Yes.
The fuck? I haven't even said anything.
I'm saying like,
you put it in doo-doo butter.
I'm saying, Ronan, you gotta go because we gotta we have to make the second half a part two. Even though me and Jake thought we could get through it at once.
I thought we could, but I underestimated how much we were going to talk about this.
Yeah,
right.
This is a good one. This is a good one though, for real. This is a good ranking.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
our D&D game got canceled, so I'm free.
So yeah.
I gotta go to the store for the wife.
Okay. So for me, I go D. But here's the weird thing. This was my first. I think
D for dingleberries or D for doodoo butter.
D is for like. Damn it, Scott! What the fuck you doing? I was just like, I think this was the first X-Men movie I saw in the theater, and so I was like, oh shit! But then,
Fuck, I'm sorry.
I know it's
That might have
as
been
a
mine
kid.
too. Now that I think about it.
But it's weird. Again, much like Rise of Silver Surfer, when they got to him, like, wait a minute, I had seen the cartoon already, and I had seen the Phoenix Saga. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the space mission? What the fuck? Like, that's not the suit. Where's the green suit?
Where's the Shi'ar Empire?
And again,
Right.
I look at it now, and I remember reading Astonishing X-Men, which is a way better version of this. And I'm like, it's simpler, and like this probably started the whole thing of like putting two storylines in one movie. It's like you don't need Phoenix, just do the Cure. That's it. That's a great grounded, simple story, and it's weird. I listen to me. I like Kitty Pryde in this movie, but damn it, I was like, no. Colossus over there. What the fuck you doing with Bobby? Like I was like, oh Jesus.
What the fuck were these movies doing with Colossus, by the way?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What the hell was that?
Deadpool
Nothing.
did Colossus more justice.
Like,
But here's
my
the weird
God.
thing. As a kid, I look back at it now. When Xavier dies and you see the empty chair, I remember as a kid I cried in the theater watching that. Like when again, this is so fucking childish, but like when Logan has to kill Jean, like that was for me, that was Shakespeare. As a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, this is fucking sad. What the fuck?
That's
I know.
adorable.
As a kid, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Adorable. I bet Lil Ronan was quite the handful in his adorable little takes.
And here's the thing. Even as a kid watching it, I remember the upside down shot of Beast. I remember me and my dad just giddy up because like, oh my gosh, it's Beast. And his
sorry, one thing I meant to mention. I was like, okay, when it was coming out, I was like, why is Frazier being Beast? What the hell is y'all problem? Holy shit, that is freaking Hate McCoy.
That is Beast.
I was like, yeah, okay, that's freaking Beast. I shut up for that.
Yeah.
And I love the first interaction with Logan of like, I heard you're an animal. Look who's talking. I'm like, oh, I fucking love that friendship right there.
Did he just call me
So-
boy?
Yes. Oh, that was so good. Like, and oh yeah, that's the god damn it. This movie had an effect for another decade and a half of just shit repeating.
Yeah.
Again, I put it a D. There's some good stuff in it, but man, what a turn of events. And again, this is the guy who did the 2 Rush Hour movies, but all 3 of them, but the 2 I love is 1 and 2. Just, whew, what a memory.
they did have one of Ian McKellen's best scenes as Magneto right after Xavier dies, because Pyro's being a jackass. Is like, well, I
Yes.
would have killed him myself. And Magneto goes, he did more for mutant kind than you would ever know. My only regret is that he had to die for our dream to live.
Yeah.
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 That stuff works, but man, the stuff that does work in this movie is few and far between.
And the Mystique thing of her giving her powers to him, which I was just like,
Yeah,
God,
that was a fucking oof.
yeah. But
Big
So,
but you know what? At least the next time we're going to start off good.
Oh, yeah.
so
I hope.
next
Yeah.
week
I
we'll
hope.
be starting with Blade, and I might just sprinkle in a few other of the of the non-connected films. I might sprinkle in a few others just to add
I
on.
was going to say, like, how far do you want to go? Because like if you go into like 2000 or the back half of 2008 and 9 and 10, you got